What's good everyone, it's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Today I am joined by everyone's favorite, Lenley. How's it going today, Len?
Going great, thanks for having me.
The concept of today's video is of course a classic. It's wrong country duels. Every single round we have to guess the wrong country. If we happen to guess the correct country, then we have to go the wrong continent the next round, and you're not allowed to win by guessing the correct country. You can see Len's POV over on his channel in German, and I would say, should we get into things?
Let's do it.
Guys, before we get into the rest of the video, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, which is Surfshark VPN. Now, in my opinion, these days, when you're browsing the internet, it's essential to have a VPN on your side. Companies are frequently using your geographical location to block you from certain content or to hike prices on certain services. And this is where Surfshark VPN comes in. With over 100 secure locations around the world, you can easily optimize your purchase or access blocked content by changing where you are so that you can have your best experience online. And I can tell you, whenever I next book international flight tickets, I'm going to do it through Surfshark VPN to try and get myself the best deal. Surfshark also has 24-hour customer service and a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk when you sign up for a subscription. And in addition to that, when you sign up with the code ZIGZAG, as you can see on screen here, you will get an extra 4 months of Surfshark, which is a great offer. So yeah, guys, if you're interested in getting the Surfshark VPN, there will be a link in the top of the description as well as in the pinned comment. And thank you again to Surfshark for sponsoring the video. Okay, here we go. Wrong country on a pro world. Let's see how we go. Been a while since me and Len played against each other. And we're starting off in Colo, I would say, although I want to explore if this could be Peru because it is always possible here. Okay, looking around. I'm looking for like an electricity counter or something like that. I mean, Ecuador's always an option here, but let's have a look around. So it is actually kind of difficult to say which of the two countries this is. He is also taking his time, probably for the exact same reason that I am. The top of the polls, right? They would be pointed, I think, in Peru. So I think our best option is Ecuador towards Colombia here. I do think that is going to be what it is, but it is definitely a difficult round. I mean, it's quite unpleasant. Yeah, I don't think these are the top of the polls that I would expect. So I'm going to go here. Other option would have been Panama, but I do get the feeling because it felt more like Peru that we should go south here. And yeah, it's the first one of the video, and look at that. It ends up being right on the border. Yes, it did feel like Ecuador and also like Peru because it was so far south there. So one of the best guesses of this entire series right off the bat there. Cannot complain. Moving on to round number 2 here. We're in India, and we're in southern India here. We got yellow water tanks and everything. Kupam is potentially the town we're in here, but I'm definitely thinking that our best option is just over here in Sri Lanka. Kupam. Can we actually find that quickly? I don't know. It's probably not even worth finding unless it's all the way down here. So we just scan here. Kupam. Not seeing it. I'm just going to go. And yeah, we made the optimal guess here. It's going to be over here. Kupam is all the way up north in Tamil Nadu. So we really couldn't have done anything there at all. Round number 3 here. And so looks like Greece or something here with the tall pole. Bollards also check out, I believe, here. Do we have an antenna? We do. So it feels probably pretty north in Greece if it is there. And for that reason, I would say North Macedonia is a very safe guess here. I don't know. I feel like it is just a good enough guess to go here. Could be like Bulgaria, the optimal guess here as well, if it's towards Kavala. But yeah, I like this. And yeah, ends up being the optimal guess indeed. Len also pretty close in North Macedonia. So just humble damage so far. Obviously, you can never really get too close in the wrong country. And even if you are, there's Len who's making the similar guess. The next one here looks like it's going to be Turkey to me. Western landscape with so many like pines, I would say here. And those poles almost look Spanish. So I think we're actually in Spain. Never mind. Is it ever Portugal is now the question to ask. I mean, I feel like if it's Spain, then it should be northern. Okay. So I want to check these polls out. They look definitely Spanish to me. So the question is, do we want to go here? I think we do, honestly. How many eucalyptus trees do we have here? Maybe some mixed in there. It's hard to tell. But yeah, I feel like this does, I mean, it looks a lot like Portugal, right? So we're just relying on the fact that this is not a Portuguese poll. I do believe it's not. So I'm going to go here. It's risky. And oh my gosh, he is in Portugal. Okay, I was going to say that would have been pretty wild if he was in Spain, but not the case. Don't want to see him have to go wrong continent. That would just be sad. Okay, next one here is Nigeria. Feels like it's going to be kind of central to me here. So probably considering Cameroon as my best option in the wrong country here. Maybe like around this region here. Because I think if I'm putting down my like normal marker, probably around Makurdi or Lakoya. We got a West Road here. Yeah, not really getting too much. I mean, it's definitely possible that Benin is better. Is it likely? I'm going to say no. I'm just going to go here. I think it's better. And yeah, we pretty much made the optimal guess there. It's in Lafia. So we gain 62 points. A very slow start, but we are actually flawlessing so far. So cannot really complain. Double damage. I'm going to check I'm recording, and I am. Beautiful. Okay, and we're in India here. Looks southern. We have metal poles. Okay, that's interesting. Options here. Options. That looks like a Madhya Pradesh pole, actually. So we're probably looking at Pakistan here. I'm going to go for it. He might not have seen that, but it is a Madhya Pradesh with the triangle here. And poles made of metal are common in this kind of central part of the country anyway. So pretty sure this is the optimal guess by far, and hopefully we caught him out. We did kind of, but actually smart guess by Len there. It's going to be a tad bit closer, 500 points of damage. That was just being outsmarted there. I knew where it should be, but did not come up with the optimal guess. This is Chile. This is like on the island in Chile, so we can go quickly here. The best guess is going to be like here in Argentina. Yeah, you have these kind of small hills, and it's like very temperate. Feels like it gets a lot of rainfall on this island. We go for the same guess there. No surprises at all. Len always want to go right to the very border, but on this occasion, that's not going to be enough for a point. And a triple damage now. So it's a long duel, and we have some Spain action here, I would say. Spain with this landscape. Oh, it's interesting. We have a lot of olives. It can be difficult, right? I was thinking at first that we were up this direction, but with this many olive trees, I think I would have to go in Morocco as the closest country here. But could it be Portugal that's better? I don't know. I did think that we're down this direction here. Okay, logically speaking, having big north ridges does fit for here, so I'm just going to leave it. And okay, Portugal was the better guess here. Dang. Maybe they weren't olives, but instead cork trees or something, and I misidentified them. Well possible, but yeah, I did not get the proper vibe there. Next one looks like it's going to be black car here. That's an interesting little poll. Okay, so 2024 is it Eastern Europe? I'm struggling to even figure out what country I think it is here. Tall buildings. It almost feels like it's Croatia to me. It's definitely black car, but could it be like France or something? Maybe. I don't know. Poland even maybe. These buildings are what's really interesting. I felt personally that it's like on the border here, but like this architecture might be a bit further Western Europe. I don't know. We do have some like sunflowers there. The road texture itself, not too bad for Croatia, maybe. The ditch is more like Romanian, but Romanian black Google car? Don't really think so. Oh, it could be Bulgaria. Wait. But then the architecture is not really Bulgarian to me. So yeah, I do think we're in Croatia. I'm gonna go actually in Bosnia, yeah, I think. Okay, last chance to look around now that he's guessed. No bollards at all? No bollards at all is kind of weird for Croatia though. Could actually be Bulgaria for that reason. I don't think I like it quite enough to switch off here. And it was actually Hungary. So yeah, he's in Czechia. Good guess there from him. Did not consider Hungary at all there, but the architecture did not strike me as particularly Hungarian anyway, with so many two-story houses. Okay, this is going to be a pivotal round in North America here. Yellowish plates, bluish plates, fake front plates everywhere here. Okay, should be US to my mind. It feels pretty northeastern. That speed limit 40. This looks like a 40 road. Looks like it's going to be like 65 kilometers per hour. That makes sense. So Canada is where we're going to guess. Double signpost, right? So it could be Michigan here with no fronts. The house looks very Canadian. I think I'm liking it. The road itself is not quite the Michigan typical angle, but yeah, it does feel quite south as well. I'm going to go right by Detroit here. I feel like this is a good guess. And oh, it was Delaware. Wowee. And okay, he's over by New York there, and it's going to be 1,400 points of damage. So we got all the good rounds that we had before the multipliers, unfortunately. But to be fair, it's been outplaying us here. Okay, and we go for Greek here, a Rafina port. Okay. Is a good question. Where is that going to be? Probably worth getting in here. Rafina. It's also possible, because he's better at scanning for stuff than me. It's also possible that I should just guess quickly, but why not? Let's give it a look here. Not really seeing it on any of these islands, but what color car do we have? Blue car. Not really helping me. Okay, we have to go wrong country here. What does it vibe more? We've got a big like bay to our east, so it kind of looks like it would be like in this kind of area here somewhere. Closest piece of Turkey is here. I'm kind of liking that if it gets in this area, honestly. Northeast, we look at that. Yeah, I would expect us to be kind of somewhere in here or around here. Let's quickly check the other options. So Rafina, not seeing it there. And down here, not seeing it either. Let's see, I feel like this is the best. And yeah, we go for the same guess. Indeed, it was in this area here. Didn't see it. You would have had to zoom way in. Wow, it doesn't even say it at all. Interesting. Okay, so we're still alive. 5 times damage here. We are in Kazakhstan. It's a matter of knowing the road here, of course. Feels like it's going to be somewhere up here to me, but let's see here. We're going north on a very cloudy road. It's interesting. With the red soil either side, I don't recognize it, to be honest, which is a concern. Could we be over here? Maybe. I think it's more likely that we're something over here. So yeah, it's definitely worth working out exactly where we think this is. So it feels like the summertime. We have a lot of those birches similar to what I would expect like up this direction here, but how autumny is it? Because maybe it's even further east. Wait, is this a bar or not? I think we have the bar here. So I do think I want to go further west. But the thing is, the Costanera region pretty flat, and this is like a rolling landscape. So I'm kind of confused here, guys. Not gonna lie. Is it all the way out here? Maybe. Do we have a railway at all? We do have a railway here. I think we're on this road here, you know. I mean, it looks like a railway. No? Maybe. The road lines up really well, right? So maybe we can actually just try and 5K here. There are angles for sure, but we don't have a town. Giga risky here. Giga risky. We're behind. I kind of want to try it, guys. It does kind of look like it. Let's find out. Yeah, it's just over there. Okay, well, that's GG, of course. I was gonna go here. We probably would have survived, but it would have been close. All right, let's go chat. Good game.
Good game. Yeah, I was between that exact road that you hedged for and the one I sent. So, I like Karaganda region in general.
We could see a railway off to our east, I think. Which
Don't think I saw that.
We definitely had the type of poles that you might see on a railway, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well played. Yeah, just outplayed. That's okay.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, NMPZ now.
Let's do it. Yep.
Let's run it. Good luck.
GL. Right, through to NMPZ. Much more comfort mode for me. So let's see how we go here. This is going to be Chile. We're looking south at ocean here. The vibe is rather north, and we have southwesterly mountains. So it's something like Antofagasta or something like that. I was thinking this is further north, but might also be rise to hedge more towards La Serena or something like that. I don't know. So just thinking about these houses, a lot of wooden houses. It's very sandy, right? That just strikes me as a bit further north than La Serena. Caldera? I would think more redder soil around Copiapo, so that's why I'm kind of wanting to go towards Antofagasta here. But we do look almost directly south at ocean, right? So that's confusing me. I mean, there are possibilities here. Punta de Choros. I think it might be that. I'm going to guess in line with that. No idea though. It's probably just further north. And it was Punta de Choros. Let's go. Okay. He was guessing for La Serena, so we do a little damage there, but always pre-multis that I'm cooking, unfortunately. All right, let's see what we got here. This is a bit harder. So is it Colombia or Philippines or what? I hate that 50-50, guys. The pole is very hard to make out. We have these little ferns. I think it does feel more Asian, but this little fence here does feel quite Latin American, so I'm not too sure here. I am not too sure. Sun is to the north, so southern hemisphere theoretically. Okay, that does change things quite a bit. Every idea I had was in the northern hemisphere, so that is mighty concerning, honestly. So we should say it's not Philippines here, so I would think it is Latin America. I didn't think it's Peru. I'm not even sure. I'm gonna leave it here, and it was Colombia. And yeah, nice guess by Len there. I just was not willing to go Peru there because I thought there is still a very off chance that it is Peru. Len with a good read there, but yeah, should have been more, I don't know, confident there. Okay, next one here. 2023 coverage. It's Argentina. I think it's more San Juan than Huy Huy. The kind of general landscape does give me a bit more of a south vibe, but also not too sure here. So I think I just hedged for San Juan. I mean, it's still pre-multis, so we should be chilling here. And it was just Huy Huy. Dang, was not aware of that. The road looking like that, but that is okay. Route number 4 here. We are in Nigeria, of course. This feels like it's going to be down towards Port Harcourt, so I'm just going to go for it here. It's like super polluted down here because they do lots of oil refinery, and yeah, it is just Port Harcourt there, so doing a little bit of damage back, which is good news. And onto 1.5 times damage now. This is going to be with the long dashes. Norway here, we got a bit of scratches from the snow machines or whatever, which does lean you further north. That's actually something I think Len taught me, so maybe have to be considering a bit further north here. But that being said, we do have pines, so I'm thinking a middle click here is probably the most appropriate towards Mo i Rana, or maybe just like towards here, I think would be my guess. So I'm gonna go for it here. It is more towards Mo i Rana, a little bit further north there. Gonna be very similar guesses. 300 points only. Norway, not my worst country, not my best. Next one here, first things first, sun looks south, so northern hemisphere. It looks like the US to me, right? Is it more northern or more southern? The pavement looks more southern, but the landscape is very flat, which is something you do see more up this direction. So the question is, do we want to go for this Canada guess, or do we want to go more towards Mexico? I would say that this guess here is probably the optimal one, so I'm going to go for it. But I am a little concerned that you might go further towards Mexico. It is just Indiana there, so we make the optimal guess, of course. But Len, click slightly closer within Canada. If those points cost me, then that's going to be a bit disappointing. Okay, next one here. It's going to be Senegal. I would say it's quite far west. Okay, let's think here. We're going northwest. I don't know. It could actually be that the Mauritania guess is better here. It's pretty even Steven. I'll actually switch, and yeah, it's just better in the Gambia here. Unfortunately, 485 last minute switch, not going to our advantage. First games of the day, but not playing particularly well here, unfortunately. Next one feels like might be Denmark to me, but is this too hilly for Denmark even? Maybe so. Houses feel pretty good. I still think it is Denmark. I think I might go Sweden here because it could be Germany. So I'm going to try that. Put the pressure on a little bit. And yeah, we go for the same. Even Germany wouldn't have been much closer at all. So just 93 points there. Good guess from Len. Very hilly. That's about as hilly as it gets. Okay, next one here. 3.5 times damage. And we should be somewhere in Nova Scotia here, I would have imagined. So probably just Maine being our best guess. Is it ever Newfie? In which case it could be Saint Pierre and Miquelon as the best guess. But I thought it's more Nova Scotia, and it is. And well, it's Cape Breton, so he's going to be closer by 1,000 points. Gosh damn it, man. I guess it was too hilly, I guess, to be southern Nova Scotia. 2024, we are in Bangla here. I would say that this feels more like the south of the country with the coconut palms potentially here. Maybe Tripura is actually better here. I don't know, for some reason it gave me more of a west vibe here. Just gonna go like this in this little part here. And yeah, Tripura is better. It's kind of central, but the way the border cuts in here makes it the better guess. So I'll write down to our final HP here, 4.5 times damage, and we get a difficult one here. So what does that say? Is that Greek on the sign there? I feel so. I feel like it is Greek. Yeah, it's a Greek sign back as well, actually. So I want to go quickly here before he maybe figures that out. Because we have Greek here, I don't want to be too hasty. I would say that this is better here. We're going south-southwest. Obviously, most of the highways here go east-west. So my idea is that we hedge for like Athens area, Larissa area. And yeah, it's a good guess. Actually ends up being right on the border with Albania. So that would have been even better. But we do some damage finally. Salvaging a bit of the reputation here maybe. Okay, 5 times damage. So we're driving right hand side of the road. We have the sun more so towards the south. So more northern hemisphere here. It's going to be between Mexico and Colombia. At first I thought Colombia. Now I'm definitely considering Mexico more just because I'm struggling to place where it would be in Colo. It's going to be northern Colo, right? So if it is, I would probably go here in Venezuela. That feels like a pretty decent guess. It looks quite a lot like Panama at first. That's why I'm still leaning towards Colo. But Mex, still very valid. I think he's going to go Colo. So I think I'm going to go Colo myself. There's not a strong Mexico vibe here. I don't know. With 2024 though, 2024 does make Mexico more likely, to be fair. Roof there is kind of sheet metal. Struggling to get anything else here though. It's just one of those locations that could be the country. The road does not give anything away. I'm gonna go for it here. So be it if it's Mexico. And it is Mexico after all. Hedges the other side does lend, so that almost is enough. It is enough. And yeah, it was Veracruz. The smarter hedge, I suppose. Should have just gone for that one, considering that I didn't know. Kind of stupid. Can't lie.
GG's.
GG.
I had my marker in Nicaragua until like 1 second left.
Yeah, I was obviously considering Mexico, but thought it looked a little more like Colombia. I don't know why I didn't guess Panama, though. That is definitely stupid.
Yeah, I mean, it was a true 50-50 for me. I was really considering Mexico and Colo.
Yeah.
Let's play a third one, NMPZ as well, and see if you can like cut the lead.
Let us do that. Good luck.
Let's do that. Good luck.
And we start off in, I would say, probably Croatia here. It looks like Croatia quite a lot to me. I'm just gonna go fast here. Other option would be like Czechoslovakia. It is Crow. He is in Austria there, so we do a bit of damage. Okay, next one here, we got the cross on the back of the sign. This will be Colombia. It feels like it's like some of this west stuff to me. So 2 options here would be Panama or Ecuador. I think I prefer the Ecuadorian slightly, but we'll see. I mean, surely it's not actually Ecuador. It is actually possible, so that could be a problem. And okay, fortunately, he was on the wrong side of the world there. So Panama would have been the better guess in every way, but Len was hedging in the ocean. Are you even allowed to do that in this mode? I think he actually was hedging for Philippines in one of these islands, actually. Indo-Maret. That's the Indonesian market. We're in Indo. I would say this is the highway that you have in, yeah, the southeast angle makes sense for this highway in Sumatra. So I would say Singapore is the furthest south we can go just to hedge nicely on the island. East Timor's not really an option. Malaysia over there, technically an option if we were on this highway, actually. But again, the angle of the road's not really as good. So yeah, I would just go Singapore here. And okay, Christmas Island is a cook. I mean, we still get closer, but how did they actually think of doing that? Like, that's really thinking outside the box. I like it. Even though it was further south in Sumatra, you'd think it's maybe closer, it wasn't. Okay, next one here looks like Malay to me. Is it Borneo or is it Sarawak? It is hard to say for sure. I was thinking it is more over towards this direction here, but the mainland seems quite possible to me as well. Some coconut palms. I don't know. Let's put the pressure on. I'm just not too sure here, but it's a good hedge because it could be Sabah, could be mainland. And it was actually Labuan. Okay, just over the border in Sabah. We could have done knockout damage there, unfortunately not. But as I said, it was a good hedge for that reason. So now we just have to play a little decently to get the win here. This looks to me like... oh gosh. So it's not Bolivia. We can guess there safely, obviously. I think this is actually the Argentinian side, not the Peruvian side. Especially because it's 2023 copyright. I think the coverage looks... oh my gosh. Am I throwing? I might be throwing, guys. Let's see here. I'm throwing. It was Peru. All the way south. We guessed the same. 100 points. I could have just gone central Bolivia there. There was no issue with doing that. Would have been a funny hedge. Double damage here. This looks like Colombia to me, I would say. So I'm thinking of just going quickly Brazil. Because it's not Brazil. There's no chance. Guess the other option here would be Peru. We could go Ecuador, because I'm very sure this is not Ecuador. It's kind of a fun hedge, in a way, between the possibilities. Because, yeah, it could be Peru. I think it's more on the Kolar side, as I initially thought, though. Sun angle not really helping. I mean, is Ecuador technically possible? Yes. So am I committed to Kolar? I just don't really see it being Ecuador, so I'm going to go for the risky guess here. And yeah, it is Kolar there, and we make the right side guess there. Oh my gosh, a little bit risky. I mean, no doubt he didn't want to go Ecuador because he thought it might be there. I was like, it's sub 5% chance, so GG there. Okay, let's go back and chat to our friend Len. GG.
GG, you made quick work of me on that one.
You know, it was about time that I actually made some decent guesses. So.
I never considered Colombia on round 2 there. I was pretty sure it was Filipino. I think the
look again.
pole, yeah, pole doesn't really look Filipino in hindsight.
Right. Oh, with the road and everything. Yeah, I just looked straight at the cross.
Yeah.
I just looked straight at the cross and I was like, that's a Kolar cross.
Yeah, it kind of is a Colo cross, but without like super white sign back, I did not.
Right.
I did not think about it. Like it's kind of a silver sign back.
They probably like bring it all around the country, right? They're probably using it like 1,000 times. So yeah. Well, GG's. Good series. Good series.
GG's.
And reminder, German speakers, check out Len's POV if you want to see that. Maybe even if you don't speak German, you would enjoy to do so. And guys, thank you for watching the video. Len, thanks for joining me. And until next time, goodbye.
Bye.